hell were we recording
All right.
this?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Midnight Channel.
Sorry if we seem just flabbergasted. We literally just had like a 20-minute discussion on many different things. I'm like, why aren't we recording this?
Oh, God. All right, so before we start, we will be talking about the Pokemon Pikachu movie. If you haven't seen it...
spoilers.
Just,
Sorry.
It's just... if you haven't seen it at this point, then you're not really a fan of Pokemon, I guess. Not that, if you haven't had the time or whatever. But,
we might also be talking about Endgame, so spoilers for that too.
Oh, yeah, Endgame.
No, if you haven't seen it by this point, I don't know how to help you.
Yeah, anyways, just beware. Spoilers regarding things. I'll leave I will attempt to leave points where you can skip to specific subjects, but I will probably forget.
We could do spoiler finger.
What does that mean?
Hold up a finger while we're doing spoilers, then put the finger down when spoilers
I'm not
are done.
holding the finger the entire fucking time.
I'll do it, damn it.
Alright, he'll hold the finger the entire time. Alright, we're gonna move on from this. So let's start with Pikachu. Detective Pikachu.
I thought we were just gonna start from where we were. Don't worry about it. Okay, so spoiler finger goes up. Sorry about this, guys. Pikachu was fun. I just the biggest problem that I had with that movie was the actual physical interaction with the live action characters in the Pokemon. Now, don't get me wrong, they did it right sometimes. Like when I don't even know his name, the main character's name.
Tim.
Oh, it's Tim?
Yeah.
Like they said it maybe twice in the entire movie, and I had no idea.
I think it's Tim. I didn't even.
No, it's definitely Tim because I remember Mewtwo being controlled by the main bad guy. Hey, guess what? Mewtwo's not actually a bad guy in this one. Believe it or not.
That's good. And there's so many references to the original Mewtwo 2000 movie.
Oh, yeah, with the straight-up reference that he left Kanto like 20 years ago.
Yeah. That's like, whenever they were like, I was like, yes. Oh, by the way, did you see Red?
Yes, when they were doing the Pokemon Stadium thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that
awesome.
has to be Red. There's no way that's not Red.
That's Red. Yeah.
Anyway, when he was carrying him along after Pikachu got hurt, like that was done right. It looked like he was holding an actual animal.
Oh, whenever he was trying to get him off the back too.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. No, the biggest problem that I had was like in the middle. There's a kind of a scene where he believes his dad is actually dead. So he and Pikachu are just kind of sitting on a park bench talking to each other. And he goes to put the hat back on Pikachu, and it just looks wrong. Like, I don't know if anyone said anything during production or anything like that, but it was wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell.
I think there's an issue whenever they have, like, all these big scenes. Mm-hmm. For example, I think Pikachu looked really good.
Oh, every Pokemon looked fantastic.
But to me, Mewtwo didn't look as good as it could have. Well, all of them. No. For example, what I mean is within our reality,
to be
they
fair,
look realistic enough, but Mewtwo didn't.
Well, to be fair, Mewtwo also didn't really interact with a whole bunch of things.
Yeah,
like for the most part, Mewtwo was either flying or in a capsule. There was very little actual physical interaction between the actual character, which when the main bad guy did finally take him over and step out of the pod, I think that was the most physical interaction that Mewtwo actually had with the world. So that looked right.
Yeah, that looked right.
But even still, every Pokemon just looked fantastic.
Yeah,
even Mewtwo.
Bulbasaur looked so good. Oh my god. Guys, Bulbasaur's wonderful looking.
Bulbasaur was absolutely
Charizard
gorgeous.
was also really good looking.
That one was terrifying.
Yeah,
and don't get me. Gyarados.
Yeah.
Gyarados was.
Yeah, it was funny whenever he just went and kicked him.
Oh, tasty good.
Yeah, it was great. It was good.
Probably the only thing that really bothered me about any of the Pokemon, and this is going to be the weird one, Gengar didn't do shit when it came to actually like. Freaking me out because that looked like a physical representation of the card and the sprite. Like it looked good. No, the one that freaked me out the most was the Ditto that had the wrong face. Yeah, from the classic Pokemon episode,
the dots
with the beady eye dots. Yeah. But there was no other way they could really do that and have the Ditto be present.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. There's a plot hole though about it because
I also missed part of it because I really had to pee like right
so what it is when Ditto transforms and he has the eyes, but or he or she, whatever.
Ditto.
Is.
It's
Ditto
genderless.
is
It doesn't
okay,
have
yeah, I know. I'm just saying. But when it transforms into the sun, it has regular eyes. Because at the beginning he was the imposter. He was impersonating the sun. The sun.
When?
The sun was being impersonated by the Ditto.
When?
The entire movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the main character. Of like,
No.
the fuck you talking
No. The son of the main bad guy.
No, I don't think he was, because remember the Ditto was off to the side when they first
the beginning, yeah.
So I think they kidnapped him about halfway through, and then put the Ditto in.
Yeah,
and
but you do
and
see
you'll
him.
notice like he wears sunglasses from that point forward.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
I'll have to watch the movie again because otherwise, shame on you guys. I like the movie. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was fun.
The Pokemon side of it was fantastic. The story was okay. You know, it's a kids movie.
It's a basic kids movie.
Yeah.
Like, what do you really expect it to be? Like fantastical?
No, it was fine. It was fine. My favorite part was definitely the very beginning. Whenever he goes and captures the
tries to capture the Cubone.
Yeah, that was so good. Oh, also it's funny because the Cubone that they're trying to capture is the Cubone from the game, the one that gets his mother killed.
No, that's just standard Pokemon lore.
Is you think so?
Yeah. No, like you look at the Pokedex.
Oh yeah.
It literally just says Cubone wears the skull of its dead mother.
Yeah, this one is like crying about his mother and stuff. And then he's like, "Hey, you guys will be related to each other, or like feel about each other."
Cool. I was like, you're wearing the bones of your dead relative, and then Cubone gets really angry about that. I was like, no.
But you know, the Pokeball looks so good.
Yes, it did. It looked better than. You remember the Burger King Pokeballs from back in the day when the first Pokemon movie came out?
Yeah.
Oh, those were boss.
Yeah.
It looked like that, but better.
Yeah, it looks so good. It did with the light and everything. Wow, it was awesome. Definitely good job.
Oh, like every detail that was in this movie was fantastic. Yeah. Story could have been much better.
Yeah, I feel like.
But remember, this is a movie for kids.
The main character was so apathetic at times. It was almost so hard to relate to him.
But at the same time, like, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But I'm saying, like, from a kid's perspective, like, if I was a child, and I'm watching this movie...
You're saying
like,
you're not? No. I'm fairly certain you're like two children stacked in a trench coat.
Yeah, I just thought it was so hard to, like, get related with him. And even as somebody that is, like, on that age range as the main character... And I can understand a lot of the stuff that he goes with. He like works for an insurance company, and he wanted to be a Pokemon master. So like you can relate to that in some kind of aspect.
I found that kind of hilarious because you technically work for
technically
you technically do work for him. So you're like you are him at this point.
Yeah. So I found like a lot of stuff relatable, but then like sometimes when we found out specific stuff about his dad's stuff, or like his dad and that kind of stuff. His reaction is kind of like, bro, like, your dad might be alive and you really just don't want to deal with it, that kind of stuff.
I mean, his dad's been distant most of his life.
Yeah,
so
I know, but still,
it's hard to really, well, I mean.
I know, I don't have that situation with my parents, so I cannot relate to that. So that might be just a different situation there.
Might be. Yeah. I could understand that. I mean, I didn't know my grandfather, and when I heard he died, there was just nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, I knew he was my grandfather, and I interacted with him for a couple times, but then nothing when he died. It's like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so that's pretty much it regarding that. I think, do you have anything else to add there?
Oh, our friend off to the side just reminded me of something. The music for that movie was fantastic. And when they had the Pokemon rap, like the original Pokemon theme song playing in the background, I was like,
yeah, they did this multiple times where they're the music playing in separate aspects, and I'm like, God, this is so good. Whenever Pikachu, they separate, and Pikachu singing the theme song, and he's like
didn't
crying.
see that, sadly.
Oh, you didn't see that part?
I had to pee. I'm sorry.
Okay, so there's a part where they break up for a minute. You know the classical.
It's the trope of the friends fight and separate before the climax.
And Pikachu's walking because he realizes he fucked up, and
or he thinks he fucked up.
Yeah. and he's singing the Pokemon theme.
Really? The actual
Yeah,
Pokemon
yeah,
theme?
from
Oh, that's dope.
from the
That's
anime.
dope.
And but he's crying because like it's
I
you and
wanna
me
be
and
the very best.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then when there's that part of it's like it's you and me and whatever.
It's my real test.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's like crying about it. I was like,
Oh,
God, this is so good.
I'm upset that I missed that.
Yeah, it's a good, it's a good
That
part.
would have made my day. Not that
Yeah.
Pokemon didn't make my day anyway, but yeah.
All right,
So,
all right.
eh.
We already talked about this.
That's,
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
not nearly as funny.
All right. Okay. Well, anything else? That's it. Good.
No, we're good. I think that's all for Pokemon,
right.
and we're not going to talk about Endgame because my finger kind of hurts. So I'm gonna,
Okay, I'm gonna do Endgame anyway, but the think about all the rest of this stuff with the fingers on. Okay, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the game?
Oh, it was a fantastic close to the whole Infinity arc.
Yeah.
Like
Think so too?
I hold on, I gotta sneeze. Maybe not.
Just kidding.
I guess I'm just kidding. Anyway, so if I sneeze here in the next like minute or so, I'm sorry. But I love the way it ended. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who are like whatever about the ending or whatever, and I'm just like, just enjoy the damn movie. Like it's the closing to at this point a 10-year movie series.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can't even think of them as individual movies anymore. You can because they are really most of them
movies,
are good.
It's
really.
just like the most expensive TV show.
It really is. But I mean, just look at the records it broke. Look at the amount of cast they had with it. All of which had star power and all of which were really good.
Yeah, well, I was really happy for it. I thought it was great. And you know what's really funny is I was telling you this after the movie that I had some predictions, like some crazy predictions, and I actually did a video about it. Like whenever I did the first trailer for Endgame, I did on my channel and everything. And I was like, yeah, I think they're gonna go and travel back in time. And I was like, I was going on this tangent about using.
I mean, there's no reason that they shouldn't have.
No, but the exact use of the time traveling, going through
Going through and getting the Infinity Stones.
yeah, like the specifics of it. That was like I was kind of like, wow, I was really
Close.
on, but I was kind of like, why? That was like my crazy side, just kind of like, yeah, this is a crazy theory here, but I was really happy for it. I thought it was good.
Yes.
I wish they hadn't done time traveling because time traveling is messy and it plot holes, and then people just want to nitpick on it.
Of course.
In general,
I mean, there's any number of other movie series, TV series that are all beloved. That even their time travel stuff is beloved, even if it is belittled or mocked at points.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
Just enjoy the damn material. Like that's all it's really designed there to be. I mean, it's designed to entertain you. Were you entertained? Yes. Awesome. No. Move on.
Yeah.
Like that's all it takes. Is the conscious decision to move on.
Yep.
That wasn't his dick, I promise.
Yeah. Iron Man died.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said Armin. I'm like, we're not talking about Attack on Titan now, are we?
No, we're not.
No. Iron Man dying, yes. That was... Honestly, I think that was probably the best way to take Iron Man out of the movies.
Which is kind of why I'm mad the way that they took Captain America out of it. I was kind of like, that's not the Captain America I know, because that's such a selfish thing to do.
Well, to
But
be
I
fair,
get it.
I mean, he's been selfless for years.
I know,
Like, he
I know,
grew
yeah.
up selfless, and every time, everyone that he worked for, everyone that he worked with, disappointed him
Mm-hmm.
time and time again. Like, there's only so much you can do before you give up. You want to have a normal life. Like, I get why.
No, I get it. But the thing that you don't get is that he opened a whole other timeline just for that. So
I mean, technically, it's the same timeline that they're currently in. Yes, it is.
no, it's not. The Russos already confirmed that they did, because you cannot change the past. He had to open a whole other dimension, create a whole other
Then
dimension.
how is he at the end of Endgame?
He
handing off
traveled.
the
He
shield?
tried to travel back. He still had his travel back. he used it to go back to the right timeline.
Or to the original timeline.
Yeah, to the original timeline. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. That's dumb. But anyway.
Yeah, it's dumb. I was watching the interview, I was like, you should have just kept it the way that people imagine that it happened.
That he just went back in time and just lived his life from that point forward.
Yeah, instead of opening a whole other timeline.
I mean, to be
where things
fair,
happen in other ways.
To be fair, that's kind of how all the comic books have always been. I mean, hell, we now have an entire Spider-Verse. Like, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to go back.
Oh, the Spider-Verse is really good, by the way.
That was a good
You guys
movie.
haven't seen it.
We talked about it last time, actually.
Did we?
I think we did. I know we talked about it on one of these podcasts. I just don't remember which one.
All right, so that was great. You guys definitely should watch it. If you stuck all the way through here and you still didn't care about spoilers. Oh, by the way, the figure here. That's it.
Yeah.
That's end of spoilers there.
Yeah.
But before we started this video today, we were talking about anime.
A lot
of anime. So did you want to go pick up from there? Or?
Yeah, that's about the best place to start. This season of anime has just been fantastic.
Yeah. I think it's getting better and better as the time goes.
I mean, so far my favorite has been Rising of a Shield Hero. Mm-hmm. And I know we talked about this last time or whatever time we did this before. Mm-hmm. But I love that series. I love the struggle that the main character goes through. I love it. Mm-hmm. I know it's...
And he's not super OP either.
No, he's not. It's just because he's the shield hero that he doesn't get hurt. That's the only reason. Like, if he were any of the other heroes having to struggle through this, he probably would have been killed the first day.
Yeah.
And it's only because he has an insane defense that he didn't. That really
and because he really struggled through.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like. Like you really see him, like...
struggle from day one.
Yeah. And what other thing that I like is the way that he tries to come up with a way to use the shield. Using the different
spells.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, if you think of somebody that uses just a shield, you have to be really creative the way you want to use it to, like...
Goofy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're talking about Kingdom Hearts Goofy, by the way.
I was like, Goofy? I was like, oh, got it, Goofy, yeah.
Yeah,
Goofy.
Kingdom Hearts Goofy, where he's literally punching people with his shield. Hey, going back to Endgame. Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America. Yeah. But he's like a boomerang shield.
Well, to be fair, he processes information so fast that he can do calculations to the minute decimal so that he can always have it come back to him. That's the official reason. That's not like some stupid reason.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know the official reason.
Anyway, oh god, what was I decided to do something stupid and start watching Fairy Tail. Boy howdy, 90s animation is weird. It's like late 90s, early 2000s animation style to start off with.
Yeah, it's because
it's a little bit more advanced than how One Piece started, which I am up to date with One Piece. I don't know why. I love that series, but it's just so odd, particularly since I've read a good majority of the manga. It feels like I'm watching the manga unfold, but it's not.
The One Piece?
No. Fairy Tail.
Oh, okay.
Like, I feel like I'm watching the manga just unfold on the screen before me, but not in a good way.
Yeah, no, it's. I think One Piece. No, One Piece. I'm sorry, Fairy Tail. And what is the other one?
Mar? No, not Mar.
No. There's this one that Soul Reaper. So is that Soul Reaper?
Soul Reaper?
Soul something. Soul Reaper? Is that what it says?
Soul Reaper, the one with Maka.
Yeah.
Soul Reaper.
They have such shitty anime.
I'll say that Soul Reaper at least has decent action scenes.
Yeah, it has decent action scenes, but it deviates so much from the manga. So this is I saw a meme about it the other day because the Game of Thrones just kind of like the book hasn't been written yet, the final book, so they just kind of have to come up with an ending. So it's just kind of like we had a contract for 6 episodes and the ending needs to finish now, so we're gonna finish it in 2.
Ooh, ouch.
So that's what they did with Game of Thrones, and that's what they do with a lot of these anime. Cause the manga is not done yet, they had to make up an ending for it.
Instead of like making making an entire filler plot and letting it get ahead. Bleach, I see you. That was
All these
bad.
fucking stupid movies. We don't forget. We never forget about the damn
And I loved your
shitty
manga.
movies.
I love Bleach.
Yeah, the manga's amazing.
Oh god,
It's such an underrated. At
see-
this point, it used to be overrated.
now it's underrated.
Now it's underrated.
because of all the damn filler series. And you see, that was the first manga series I collected. Now unfortunately, I haven't kept up with it just because that's a really expensive hobby.
Yeah.
But like those were the first manga that like I bought. Like anytime I had extra allowance or anytime that my grandmother wanted to get me something, like that was what I did. I went to Borders because Borders was awesome before they closed. Damn you, corporate America! But like I have, I think I have like 1 through 26.
That's very cool.
Like it was right when the Espadas? Is that the word?
Yes, the Spadas.
Where
Is that
it's
when
like,
they go to the underworld,
it was like the
hollow world, or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Is that Hueco Mundo?
Yeah, that was always cool to say.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I really like that. All the way up to all the way up until they fought Aizen.
Aizen.
That's where it should end.
It really should have. Like,
But-
I will say that I did watch the anime episodes where that happened, and holy hell, that was cool.
Yeah.
They should have stopped.
Yeah.
They really should have.
Because
I will say though that
spoilers.
no, you don't need to worry about that. If you haven't read it at this point, like, what the hell are you doing? But the Bleach continuing actually made a little bit more sense in the manga than it did in the anime. Because at least that way, instead of bouncing off of like 40 different filler series that had lasting effects on the anime series, like, why? Why? Anyway, no, to move on, like, the whole point of him becoming human again, learning to actually unleash his power, because that's all he never actually unleashed his.
Yeah.
He just literally was using borrowed power the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, he was that powerful with someone else's power. How dope is that?
And I also like that they actually gave Rukia at the time to shine.
Oh,
because for the
yeah.
majority of the series,
I still
she
ship
did
Ichigo
not.
and-
She wasn't able to do much.
Oh, yeah.
But
I still ship Ichigo and Rukia.
I'm so mad.
I'm sorry. I know
Yeah.
people love Orihime. I know
I
they do.
don't. I
And
really
she's
don't. I'm like-
adorable, but she's not the right person for Ichigo. She's
They,
not.
This came out of nowhere. To me, it just never pan out.
I know it. I know. Like, I've read the first 26 volumes so many times that volume 2 on mine is falling apart. Like, I literally have to stop reading it or it will
Yeah.
fall apart. And I understand that she's had deep-seated feelings for him for years.
But he never really cared for her like that.
He didn't. And that's what bothers me so much. Like, I really wanted it to be Rukia.
I mean,
no!
if anything, Rukia and I don't know. I'm frustrated about it. I'm not gonna go over my
Like,
rant about it.
We kind of already are, so don't feel like you need to hold back on my account. But it's just so frustrating. It really is. Sorry to get off topic. Not like we really
What
had
was
a
the
topic.
topic? Man.
But yeah, that was a fun series. I still want to get back and collect all of them just because that was my first manga series.
Yeah.
Because other than that, I collected the monthly shonen for a while.
Yeah.
You know, the really dope ass, like, big ass magazine style. You got like 3 chapters from like 5 different manga series.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Shonen Jump.
Yeah, Shonen Jump monthly
Thick
magazine.
ones, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I used to buy those.
I did too. I still
And,
have.
I
I still
have
have
a
like a
bunch of
small.
them, yeah.
I still have a small shoebox of them, like sitting in
Yeah.
my closet.
I kept the ones that I really liked. For example, the first time that Rosarium Empire got translated in English,
I didn't know
I
that.
bought that volume with
I didn't
it
know that
because
was
they
in
only
Shonen.
yeah it's Shonen Jump. Well, it's not Shonen Jump. It's Motley Jump. which is different from the weekly Jump.
Yeah,
It's like a
I
completely
only bought the monthly
Yeah.
one
And
because that was the only one I could get at Publix.
did you see the new work by the creator of Death Note?
No.
It's called Platina End. I don't think it's gonna be an anime anytime soon. But
Well, I mean, if they do, they've already got a really whatever.
yeah, the artwork is obviously very similar. You know, the other one that they did about Bakugan or Bakuman.
Oh God, no!
That was bad.
That was just, stop with the children's toy anime. Like just
No,
stop.
no. No, is that Bakugan? Oh, Bakuman. What is it? It's about these two mangaka.
Oh no, that was the. I was thinking. No, Bakugan is about the little marble.
Oh, okay.
dragons.
What is this called then? Bakuman?
I guess I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Anyway. So the creator of Death Note already made another one about manga, about like making manga. Mm-hmm. But this one is back onto that mysterious and so it's about these people that get chosen by angels, and there's like a big competition, and each angel has like a different ability. And they have to kill each other or like find out who the other angels are to gain all the powers of the ones. And the one that wins becomes the new god. It's really good.
This is sounding very similar to a
Mirai Nikki?
no a webtoon I'm reading.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, this is
Hardcore Leveling Warrior, if you were wondering, on Webtoons, which is a fantastic free site. They don't pay me.
I talk about some of the ones that I liked in a video the other day. It was pretty good.
Unordinary, I assume.
Unordinary, yeah. I talked to him about it. Yeah, this is it right here.
Yeah, he got me hooked on it. Platinum and fantastic. In case any of you couldn't understand his accent.
Yeah, apparently. He has 10 volumes so far, so it's not like it's very far. So you can easily catch up. I think 10 volumes will be like what? Like...
Well, if it's me, it's...
less than 100 chapters, maybe?
Well, I was thinking like read time for me, because I've been reading these mangas so long. It used to take me an hour to get through a full volume.
Yeah, it's not hard.
No, like that was ridiculously long for me.
Yeah.
Like, there's a series of books called The Chronicles of Nick, which are by Cheryl Kenyon, that I've been reading. I've literally been popping those out one a day, and they're like 400 pages long. Now, granted, they're for young readers, and I just enjoy reading that kind of stuff. Speaking of webtoons, sorry, we're just kind of jumping all over the place. One I actually found a while ago. I know it's really popular, but one that I've actually been enjoying is called Lore Olympus.
Oh yeah, you told me about it. I can't get into the art. I'm sorry, guys. If you like it, it's
nothing wrong with that. Basically, Lore Olympus is just about the God, what is it? The relationship building of Persephone and Hades from Greek mythology, and it's all set to like a modern backdrop. While they're in the immortal plane, everything is high tech, business suits, buildings, computers, all that stuff. But while they're in the mortal world, it's still ancient Greece, and it's the dichotomy between the two is actually pretty interesting. Though they don't go to the human world very often, but I really enjoy it. I love the fact that everyone is a specific color. Like their text for the most part is either black or their color, and everyone has a specific color that they are. Persephone's pink, Hades is blue, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Holy cow, that was a lot to go through. But yeah, I've been reading that. Space Boy, have you read that?
No. Honestly, I haven't been reading much. I've been playing games.
I bounce back and forth between a lot of things.
Yeah. No, I do too.
I'm very
been reading
ADD
books. A lot of books.
Like I said, I've been popping out those Cheryl Kenyon books like one a day. Anyway, for my entertainment, I just bounce around a lot. Like on any given day, you'll see me read a few chapters of a book, play video games for an hour, watch a movie, watch TV for a little while, watch YouTube, and then just go back to reading books for a little bit, just because I'm bored.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of video games, we're talking about Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
All right. So we had the trailer a couple days ago, and what you think?
Oh, it looks so sexy.
It looks wonderful. It looks really good.
Is I don't know that they're going to be able to make it as dense as the original game
They're probably
was.
not gonna.
Which
look at
really
what
kind of
happened
breaks my
with
heart.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Or Final Fantasy 15.
Or Final Fantasy 15.
Which, to be fair, got better after they started making all those DLC drops.
Which they charge for $5.99 each. And they were
you
like
get the
6 or
royal,
7.
or you get the royal version, that
Which
was
they charge full price for.
not anymore. It's like $20 now on the PSN
Well, now,
store.
it came out at $60. Okay,
No.
I don't know. I'm not gonna encourage this kind of stuff. Even when Atlas does the bullshit DLC for $1.99 per character,
where it's just costumes and shit like that. Like,
I'm like, I love you, Atlas, but I'm not gonna
I
buy
don't love
your
you
crap.
that much. No, I actually just checked their DLC for their costumes for Persona 5. Some of them were $5.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Why?
they gave a lot of them for free too. There was a lot of free DLC
When?
when the game came out. I don't know.
I never saw that.
Yeah, you didn't get the swimsuit for free and the
I think I
Santa
got the-
costumes for free and
The
like
what costumes?
Santa. Like
Oh yeah,
Christmas
those
costume.
were definitely free. But after the fact, like,
Yeah.
I will say that I did buy some of the Persona ones.
I bought them too. I bought Persona 4 and I bought Persona 3.
No, not the costumes, the actual personas.
Oh, the actual Persona.
Yeah, they're overpowered as shit.
Yeah, because they're all main character personas.
No, there's one that's level 90.
Yeah, because they're all main character personas.
No, all of them are at different levels. There's a level 90 that you can buy right out the gate.
Yeah, what's the name of it?
Oh god, it's the main character from Persona 3's Persona,
Yeah,
and it's
Thanatos.
the
Is that
it's
Orpheus Telos?
it's the
Yeah,
Picario Orpheus, I think it is. Which Picario, just for whatever reason, is the main character, the high school colors of Persona 5 version of that character, which have different abilities and slightly different stats.
yeah.
Anyway, that is a super overpowered Persona that I've been using for a good portion of the game to help it make it a little easier. Because I suck at games.
Well, I thought Persona 5 was the easiest of the Persona games.
Again, I suck at games.
All right.
Like when I went back through and did New Game Plus of Persona 4, I had my level 99 Satan with me the entire time.
Yeah.
Because that was overpowered as shit. Oh, as soon as I had the money, instant buy. Like, I'd literally wrecked every single boss from that point forward until I got towards the end, and then I lost my save file, and it killed me.
Yeah, I still need to go and do.
150 hours. Go on.
Yeah, I have a 400 hour save of Persona 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lost it. But I recovered it.
You were able to recover yours. I can't find mine.
Yeah. I had it on another SD card. Oh, but going back to Final Fantasy VII, because we still...
Yeah, we still need to talk about that. I'm kind of worried about it, just because Square has been a little bit kind of occupied with how good something looks, and less about how good something is. I mean, probably their best thing in the past few years has been either the DLC for 15 or 14, which was the entire online
but you know they're
experience.
making bank with
Oh,
that one,
God,
so
they
they can worry as much as they want about it. Because
The problem is, though, is that Final Fantasy VII is such a staple for most gamers that if they change anything, like obviously they're changing the battle style because that the turn-based system is very dated. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind a dated battle system. I mean, clearly I have Octopath Traveler, I have any number of other games, and hell, I even go back and play the original Final Fantasy VII from time to time. But it needed to change with the upgrades to the system. And don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic, and it looks frenetic, and it looks just like Final Fantasy 15 did, which I honestly like that battle system.
Yeah.
I don't know why people hate on it so much, because it's not Final Fantasy enough or whatever. Anyway, I'm just worried that they're going to cut down on the story. I know they said they were going to like release it in 5 parts or whatever, which I hope means they're going to make each part super dense story-wise.
Yeah.
But even still, like, I'm very much apprehensive.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I'll be either pre-ordering or getting day one. I think I will wait a week or two and see how the general reaction is to it when it is released, which could be 5, 6, 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
Because, Square. Anyway.
Okay, so Square Enix has one thing that pisses the shit out of me. Premature announcements.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced,
Yeah.
a month after Kingdom Hearts 2 was released, and it took 10 years to build.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15, otherwise known as Final Fantasy 13 Versus, was over 10 years to announced before they actually did anything with it. Anyway, so my point is that this should have been a project that they announced when they had something to show.
I mean, they do technically have something to show. We did get to see the battle system a little bit because it was so... Here's the second cut. Here's the second cut. Here's the second cut. It's like, no.
Well, doesn't mean that's the straight up. The thing is, I don't know if you knew this, but they outsourced. First, they tried to outsource it, the game, to a third party company.
Square, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
This is your property.
Yeah. Well, they fucked up. They realized they fucked up, and they canned the entire project, and they restarted it from the beginning. That's what gets me worried. Because that means that the 2 years of a year of work that they had went to the trash and they had to start over again. So God knows how long it is before we actually get anything.
I mean, apparently there's going to be more stuff later on in June, I think they said.
Yeah, they said, but that's E3.
Even still, hopefully there will be more than just the teaser stuff that we're seeing now. Because I
hope so.
Hey, if they are literally just making this piece by piece and just making it work as they go along, who knows? Maybe they'll actually put some dedication into it. But please, don't crunch your employees. You cannot
fuck this one up. I just want to say it.
This is probably the last time people will actually buy a Square game if Square fucks it up.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
7 is, like I said, such a huge staple to most people's gaming past and their current gaming tastes. The whole reason I got sucked into gaming was, I got introduced to it with Super Mario World 3. My hook into gaming was Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
I saw my dad playing it one day. I was like, "Ooh, that's really cool. Can I play?" My dad's like, "No, not right now. I'm playing." But he let me sit down and watch.
But
eventually. Well, 2 days later, he was like, "Here you go, bud." It's like, "Yeah, cool. Thanks, Dad." But anyway, it's that was my introduction to gaming as a whole. Not to say that Super Mario World 3 or whatever it wasn't fantastic. It's just that was the one that I wanted to sit down and play over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I never beat it. Still haven't beat it, to be honest with you. But even still, that was a good portion of my childhood. It really was.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see it ruined. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not to say that something new that comes along that's in the spirit of the thing in the past can ruin whatever. Basically, what I'm saying is, if this game is not good, that still means that the last one is there, and I can still enjoy that one. I just won't like the new version of it.
Yeah. I just wonder how long it's gonna take before we get a Final Fantasy 16.
Probably not for a while if they're going to be focusing on 7.
10 years. I want to be almost 40 years old and want to get a
Don't
fucking...
remind me. I'm closing in on 30 myself, just like you. But even still. You're a little bit older than me, but not by much. Yeah, believe it or not, he's actually older than me.
Yeah, anyway.
By a year and 2 days or something like that?
Yeah, we're...
Literally 2 days apart.
Yeah. All right. So, Final Fantasy 7... I want it to be good.
Really worried about it.
Yeah, we're still iffy about it. At least it's sad not to be hyped about it 100%.
If you remove Cloud and Address, I was going to say I'm going to murder everyone at Square, but no, I'm not going to murder you. I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
I will not continue purchasing.
Oh no! If Cloud and Address is not in that game at all,
yeah,
I'm more than likely will just be like, nope, I'm done. Square, you had the last of my money. I'm not giving you any more.
Yeah, there's a lot of. You see, what's really funny is Final Fantasy VII is one of the darkest yet funniest.
I know, right?
Final Fantasy games. There's so many funny moments in that game, and there's a lot of really dark moments there too.
Well, not to mention the fact that it starts. like it starts and it's kind of silly, a little bit dark, and it kind of plays with those themes, and it does have some funny moments, like the dress thing we just talked about, where he's literally trying to get into a sleazeball's home, like just go save Aerith and Tifa, but no, he's going to save Tifa, not Aerith. Aerith's
yeah. They haven't. Well, they see each other, but she's not. Yeah, whatever. Speaking of something, you finish this and I'll bring it up.
But then basically from like once you get outside of, I think it's not Nibelheim. What's that main city again? It's Mako City or something like that.
I think that's
where the Mako reactors are.
I don't know.
Anyway, the big town you start out in, as soon as you leave there, there's a brief respite where it's kind of like you can catch your breath, and there's funny moments sprinkled in, but basically from that point forward, it's all heavy stuff.
Yeah.
It's all like the eco-terrorists of the Avalanche, the big business that's destroying the planet, like everything from that point forward is just dark, gets darker and darker. One of the darkest things of finding out what actually happened to Cloud's hometown, even though it's not actually his hometown.
As you will discover. That's what I was gonna say. So did you know that people that have never played Final Fantasy VII are pissed because of spoilers? Yes,
I've not even finished the whole game. I'm like, how?
Yeah, because the argument is, if you were born in like the 2000s, right? You didn't have a chance to play.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, exactly. That's their argument. That's not my argument. That's their argument. And they didn't get a chance to play the game, even though it's being re-released in every single fucking console on the planet.
Here's the thing: you got a decent enough smartphone, you can play it on your phone.
You can play it on your computer. You can play it on your PS4. You can play it on your Xbox.
You can play it on
your Switch. You can play it on anything. If at this point you have not played a game, then you don't really care about Final Fantasy. That's the way I see it. And I'm sorry, like, I don't care for retro gaming. Justin knows me. I don't really like retro gaming as a whole.
I don't mind. Like, you give me a good story, I'll play just about anything.
But if there's a game that I'm captivated by it, or a game that I just care enough of it, I will play it, even if the graphics are not to my liking. And I like heavy graphics. I'm good into graphics, but for example, there's a lot of the Shin Megami Tensei games that I talk in my channel and everything, and they look like ass. And it's because Atlas didn't have the resources to make them look good. Even back in the day, they didn't look good. So
hell, Persona 4 looks like shit.
Yeah,
but we love that game.
Yeah,
hell, that's the whole reason he was able to persuade me into getting a freaking Vita.
Yeah, and this is like an more recent PlayStation 2 game, and there were some really good looking PlayStation 2 games, like Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 12. Looked really good. It looked really good.
It looked really good, but I did not.
It was utter shit. It played like crap.
Speaking of which, I actually just recently bought the
Zodiac.
The Zodiac.
It's good. You don't like it?
I don't like the fucking job system.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
The combat system is awesome.
It's ass.
Yeah.
It's straight up ass.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as 13. 13 was when it were to me
13 was the first online one, right?
No.
Oh no, 13 was the whole Lightning trilogy.
Lightning trilogy, yeah, which is also why
Final Fantasy X-2. That's what started that.
That's what started it. Yeah.
God, I wanted to know what happened to Titus and Yuna, but like it was such a beautiful ending. You didn't need any more. Did I want more? Yes. Did I need any more?
No. And it was a disaster. That should have never happened.
No.
Anyway,
I will say that the dress sphere thing was actually pretty cool. I don't mind job systems when they're done right.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 12 the Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac job system was weird, and not in a way that made any sense. Like, I understand that people were frustrated that they couldn't fill out the whole license board, but at the same time, like, if you knew what you were doing, you could figure out which way to go on those job boards.
Yeah, I think to me the silver lining, kind of like the good one, was from Final Fantasy 8 to 10, especially 10, because you could pretty much fill any job if you
everyone
require
could
to.
fill every job.
Yeah.
You could have Lulu beating the shit out of everyone if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And she's the black
Oh,
mage.
but you have to grind like a motherfucker not to make it work.
No, or if you do the HD remake, you can have them go in any direction with the master grid.
Yeah, yeah.
Which you really shouldn't, because there are certain bosses later in the game that if you don't have certain abilities, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's kind of like one of those things that they need to find a good system and stick with it. They never do that. They always have like a different system.
There's nothing wrong with that, because they're technically having like it's just effectively a different universe every single game. Well, not every single game, especially when it gets in the dash 2s and whatever. But like it makes sense logically, but like outside those worlds, it doesn't make any sense, because why would you change something if it's good?
Yeah. Like at least that's what I like about the Shin Megami Tensei that I don't like a lot about Persona. So in SMT, you are actually able to customize your stats to your liking, similar to games like Fallout. You want strength, you get for strength. You want luck, you go for luck. Whatever. In Persona, you don't get the chance to customize them. Yeah, and it's crap.
It's based on the character.
It's based on your character and the stats that you have. So I don't like that a whole lot. I like it. I like to have more customization.
To be fair, with at least with Persona 4, I don't know how the others are, because I've only played 4 and 5. But with Persona 4, you at least had the chance to at least adjust the stats a little bit, but it was only up. With the card system at the end of the battles, like the random chance that you had of that, unless you were really good at it, and you can just keep the chain going and going and going and going.
On Persona 3, you can invest on this boost that you can get, but they were expensive. They were expensive to go through. Like those resources, you either use them for that or you craft personas with those resources.
And there was no way to get repeats and stuff like that. So that's dumb.
Yeah. Anyway, so. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. Don't fuck it up.
Please don't fuck it up.
It should be good. I am confident that you're gonna do a good job.
I'm confident that you're gonna make it look really pretty.
Yeah, you're gonna make it look good.
Please
but we want a little bit of substance. Give me that substance. Did you ever play Final Fantasy Type 0?
I actually have a copy of it, and I played about 10 minutes of it, and I was like, I can't do this. The camera is just all over the place. I feel like I'm about to vomit, and I don't get motion sick.
This used to be a PSP game.
Really?
Yeah.
Who thought it was a good idea to bring it to console?
Well, some fucker thought it was a good idea.
And they like... Sorry, I have to sneeze again.
It's okay.
There it is. Anyway,
is it PSP or PS Vita?
I'm fairly certain it was PSP, because that didn't feel like a Vita game.
Yeah, no. It doesn't even look like a PS Vita game.
It was garbage.
The PS Vita
it was
really,
brown.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it was, but there was a certain time period during the big military shooter phase where everything had to be brown and disgusting and just
Resident Evil 5. Look like that too.
Why?
It was super dark.
Like the whole point of a video game. I mean, I understand with some of them, like Resident Evil, like that's a horror game.
Yeah.
Like I get why they want to tone it down so that way when something jumps out at you, you're super freaked out. Like I get that. But when you have a fantasy game, even one that's about war, like Type 0 was, like
Type 0. The one thing I didn't like about Type 0 is, did you ever play Final Fantasy 8?
Yes.
Okay, so you know the twist. They're all like military.
They're military students. Yeah,
students. Yeah, which is kind of like
they're mercenary students.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, which is kind of like the same thing as Type 0.
I figured as much.
Yeah,
but I didn't continue playing Type 0 just because I was getting motion sick, and I don't get motion sick.
Not from video games, at least. I don't know.
No, I don't get motion sick. Like I've literally gone an entire trip from Georgia to Florida. Yes, we live in Georgia. Reading a book the entire way with music in my ears. I did not get motion sick the entire time. Did I get uncomfortable? Yeah, because I'm sitting in a car for 6 hours. But I have never really gotten motion sick, and that game really messed with me, and I don't know why.
Interesting. Did you play it on the Switch?
No, I have it on
PS4.
Yeah, PS4.
Yeah.
Which I thought would be better, but no, it's it's garbage.
No.
I think
Yeah.
didn't they release a patch update where it was like make everything look better?
No, it still looks like shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of shit, there is this fighting game that Final Fantasy did. This is the third one actually.
Oh, are you talking about the like the oh god, it started on PSP, right?
Yeah, it was a Final Fantasy Dissidia.
Yeah, the Dissidia series was actually pretty cool
It
though.
was pretty good until it got released the new one. And
yeah.
and then it went so bad that
Yeah,
Square
didn't
Enix
they-
gave it for free.
Didn't they
Now-
like take out the entire story?
Yeah, they take it out of the Toy Story.
I know you want a fighting game, but like give us a story fighting game.
Well,
you
what it
guys
is
are the
is-
story company. Give us a
Yeah.
fucking story.
What they did is they did basically the arcade version, the one that they have on the arcades in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, and then now they did it for free. They realized that nobody was gonna pay for it, so
Yeah.
they gave it out for free with one fighter. You can buy every single fighter for $5.99.
Every fighter individually for
Yes,
$5.99?
individually for $5.99.
Or
No,
all of them
no,
together?
One fighter for $5.99. That's low, even for you, Square Enix.
I mean, considering the fact that the entire industry is based out of microtransactions and live services and all sorts of other
yeah.
shit like that. Like, we get it. You want money. You want all the money. Stop. We don't have all the money. We
Yeah.
have a limited amount of money and time. Just stop.
Yeah, that's what they. It's so stupid. Oh, did you see the new trailer for the Star Wars games? Talking about stupid.
No, I haven't actually.
You haven't. Okay, we want to let him see it because it's cool. Actually,
Wait, is this like the? I heard something. I saw like a snippet of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not like I saw a still. I saw a still.
just
from
so
it.
still. Okay.
Oh yeah, the Fallen Order.
Okay, did you see it?
I have not.
Okay, I'm gonna let him see it, guys. So I want him to see it here. All right, so you guys can see the screen right here, which is this right here. And yeah, hold the fuck up for
Wait.
a minute.
Respawn.
Respawn guys. Yeah, Respawn are the guys that did the what is that game? Is that fucking hell. Oh, you want to start from the beginning?
Really?
Yeah, because it's
What,
what did they do?
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's
Yeah.
why.
All right, there you go. Oh, sorry, hold on.
Did you?
It's okay. I just need to change speaker here. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and do this here. You might not hear anything.
We're sorry if you don't, but I mean, you can always just go look this up. So far, looks pretty dope. Is it just me, or does he look like Starkiller?
He does look a little bit like Starkiller. But you're gonna be shocked who he is. I'll tell you who the actor is after this.
Is this the guy that did Mr. Robot?
No.
Oh.
Oh wait. No. He looks like him though. He looks like Han Solo.
A young Han Solo.
Yeah.
Looks like a miner. God, this looks so pretty.
Whatever you do, don't reach from within.
He got discovered.
Oh, that Imperial Trooper looks amazing.
That she's one of the
Inquisitors.
Inquisitors. Yeah.
Don't stand out. Accept the past. Execute Order 66.
Oh God, these guys look amazing. Those are the same staffs that General Grievous's droids use.
Yeah.
Trust no one.
He's wearing a Lando cape.
course, Inquisitors also using the Force.
I mean, that's what
yeah,
in
that's what they're doing.
Rebels they were doing.
Look at that lightsaber.
That looks dope. Oh, I love the way. Oh, that looks so beautiful.
So yeah, I mean, looks really good, but it's EA.
To be fair, that looks way better than any of their previous attempts.
Yeah, it really does. It really does better. It already has a nice narrative that I'm interested in, and the actor there is the guy that is playing the young Joker in the.
Oh, in the Joker movie?
No, in the
I don't watch Gotham.
Gotham series. Yeah,
I don't watch Gotham.
you don't. Okay, right. Well, that's
I
the
don't
actor.
watch a whole lot of live action series. Hell, I barely watch any. I barely watch any TV.
Oh, have you
anymore.
seen Teen Titans?
No, but we did have this discussion.
Yeah, we had
last
this
time.
discussion.
Yes.
We did. Yeah, you should watch it. By the way.
If I had a way to watch it, I would.
Okay, I'm gonna get the account again because I closed it. Yeah, DC. Every time that you have a new season, I make a new email. Watch it, and then I close it.
We're not stealing anything.
No, it's a free account for the first 30 days.
I just, God, that looks so beautiful.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks really good, and that's what gets me because I'm like,
The music sounds awesome.
the music sounds good. It sounds so John
sounds-
Williams.
It really does. It sounds like a John Williams
The thing
score.
is that even if you go like the newer movies, the newer Star Wars movies, they don't sound John Williams.
They don't. It does. It's not quite. It doesn't quite have the same soul that the previous ones did.
Yeah. And this one does.
I still say the best part that out of the prequel trilogy was Duel of the Fates.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Every time I hear it,
Yeah.
ooh, goosebumps.
Yeah, it's a good team, and I mean this game looks good. It looks really good, but I'm afraid for it.
I mean, just it's EA.
Yeah.
I seriously hope they've learned their lesson. I really hope Disney takes it away from them if this fails, because I mean already they've had 2 failed attempts at creating a good Star Wars.
Even if they
game.
don't, they run out of time at this point. They only had a 10-year contract with Disney
And how many games have they made out of it? 2?
and a half. And this one here. So hopefully, one of the things that I really liked about this, and I'm just gonna make our screen a little bit smaller so I can show everybody. Whenever we see, what is this? Whenever we see him like wall jumping,
Yeah.
where is this? Okay, it's
it's a
earlier.
little
It's
after, I
earlier.
No, it's a little after that.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
they play it, I
you're
think
right. You're right. Yeah. Okay, it's somewhere here.
Yeah.
No, it's before this. Oh, there it is. There it
it's
is.
like right before that.
So there's the scene right
Right.
here. This is in the this is game that they did. Well, this is 2 games they did. Titanfall, the one with the mechs.
the mechs, yeah.
Yeah, that's them. That's Respawn.
Really?
Yeah, and
Okay,
that's one of the
that's why-
mechanics.
okay.
Yeah, and that's one of
Okay.
the mechanics they use a lot. The wall jumping. So I love that because it makes sense within the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, because you use the Force to hold yourself to the wall and you run.
Yeah. So, to me, that's material there that it could be something good. Like
Oh, it's
this
just
kind of stuff there.
And-
This little android right here is actually an android that is your friend. It follows you around, and you can upgrade it with pieces as you pick them
cool.
up because you're a scavenger.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's what he was doing during the entire opening section.
Yeah. So you have the little android. You upgrade him, obviously.
And I just noticed that the lightsaber that he picks up kind of looks like it was scavenged from multiple parts.
Yeah.
And that lightsaber does look pretty dope too.
Oh god, this lightsaber looks amazing. Whenever the first time that I saw it,
No, there it is.
there it is. This picture right here.
God, right there. Stop it. Look at that. Like the shredded handle. Like this clearly looks like it look. Honestly, the way this is designed, it almost looks like it was a double saber at one point.
Yeah, it does look like that, and it will be interesting to see him maybe like build it up to the point that you can actually make it
Like go
customization wise.
talk about a good Star Wars game. Go back to Knights of the Old Republic 2, where you actually could build your own damn lightsaber.
Yeah, or what is the other one? Even the Starkiller games. What are they called?
Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. I love Force Unleashed.
Technically, you were just putting in different crystals.
Yeah.
That was really all it was.
But
that was dope. I will say that was very dope.
it had a certain fan service to it.
Oh yeah, it was because all those crystal colors, particularly the white and the black ones, which were never really seen in
Yeah.
any major release other than
Yeah.
like the games. Like those were dope.
Yeah, yeah.
When I finally found both the black and the white crystal, I had one black, one white, and it was.
Oh yeah, I had that too. Exactly.
I felt like a badass up until that point.
Oh
I
my
had it red and the
god,
blue.
that's such a good game series. I was watching an interview with the actor, the Star Killer, and he was talking about how the game was supposed to be much bigger than it was, but
Of
because they
course.
had so much content, they're not a budget for it, so they were already planning for a third game.
Wait, they are planning.
They
for it?
were,
They
yeah,
were.
because
Okay.
they just had so much content left over, and I was like.
Get on that! But of course they can't because EA has the contract.
Yeah. So that's one of the games that I would like to see. Even remastered. I will be okay with a remaster.
Maybe instead of just a remastering, they also remake it with the extra content.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good.
That would be good, but it's unlikely to happen because EA and Disney are very
I like-
protective of their brands.
Did you play the all the way to the end where you fight Leia?
I
With
that
with
was
a yellow
the second
lightsaber?
one, right?
Yeah, that was the second one. Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually finished the second one.
Yeah. At the very
No,
end.
I never played the second one because I did. I just never got to that point
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah, at the very end you go to
Because you have to play a certain way to get to that point, don't
yeah,
you?
yeah, you have to do the bat route.
Yeah, I played the good route because I'm a pansy.
I did both. And then you fight Leia, and right before you're about to kill Leia, Chewie shows up in one of the ATTs. and he's shooting at you a lot. But then he just uses the force, pulls it, and kills Chewie. And that's how the game ends.
Well, I mean, that's the non-canon ending.
Yeah, that's the
anyway,
non-canon ending. But it's good. It's so good. I was freaking out a lot. I was like, oh my god.
Oh god, why can't we go back to having good Star Wars games that were coming out like every couple of years instead of this BS that EA is doing?
Well, yeah.
EA, don't fuck this up.
Yeah, this needs to be good. But it looks good. It looks really good.
Again,
I can
it's
say
the
that.
same thing that we have with the Final Fantasy VII thing.
Yeah.
It looks dope. We're just worried about the story.
Yeah.
If there is even one, which it looks like there is.
But yeah, I mean, did you have any other thing that you want to show or talk about?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure if we get to talking after we cut all this, after we stop recording, we'll probably come up with like 5 more conversation topics.
Yeah, we started this conversation and then we started another conversation. That's usually how we do.
That's
our
literally how we come up with the ideas for these podcasts. And literally everything that we've been doing
Actually,
for the moment.
These YouTube channels started because of these conversations. We're having a conversation. Yeah, yeah. We're talking.
that's nice.
We're talking. I was like, yeah, I need a channel where we can talk about video games and stuff. And we're talking about it, and you already had a channel, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make my channel, and then you can come over and we can talk about this.
I still haven't done shit with my
Yeah.
channel. He
He just works a lot.
I really should. I work 5 days a week. I go to school 1 day a week, and the other day I spend doing chores, doing laundry, and doing homework.
He also does D&D the one day.
on that one day. Yes, which is tomorrow. Not to really date this, but yeah, it's tomorrow for me, which is Thursday. I
It's
just
just a
dated it
day,
more.
bro.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
Yeah, not to date it, but I'm gonna date it anyway.
yeah. And I try to do that just because it's the one real time other than hang out with this guy that I actually have some social interaction that's not related to work or school. That allows me to de-stress and have some fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
It's really fun being a draconic sorcerer and you pick fire because there's a lot of fire spells for sorcerers and it's very tasty. Sorry. Not sorry. It's fun. I'm not going to be sorry for having fun.
That sounds like a main character from Fairy Tale.
I didn't even really think about that. But no. I don't think Natsu is a drow elf female that uses spells like that.
He does use fire spells.
He does use fire spells, but
he
fire spells are
cannot
not
eat
the only
his
thing I
own
do.
fire.
Yes. I can't
What
do
is the
that.
explanation they do? You wouldn't eat your own...
You would need your own arm or something like that.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, unless you were Bear Grylls-ing it up, you wouldn't really drink your own piss, right?
I mean, I wouldn't drink my own piss that way.
I mean, in a survival situation where you had no other choice, but it wouldn't power him up. It'd basically be like you're emptying yourself out, then just filling yourself back up. With the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
yeah.
that's probably a better thing to think about it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, did you have anything else to add there?
Not really.
Okay, I think we're good to go
I
here.
think the piss comment was probably a good way to end it on.
All right. Well, actually, I did have something else to talk about that I completely forgot about it.
What?
We were talking about Sword Art Online, and I had this whole rant about
yeah.
it. We're just gonna finish this, and then we're gonna wrap this
it
up.
up.
Okay.
I don't even know how long we've been recording.
It's like an hour and 2 minutes, something like that.
I know my ass hurts. That's all I know.
Because you're staring at the screen, or just
I
look.
said my ass.
Oh, your ass.
Not my eyes, my ass. Apparently he can't understand my accent.
I can't, apparently. No, so we were talking about anime earlier, and we were talking about one of those animes that the concept of it is good.
But the execution is terrible.
Yeah, and that's Sword Art Online. And not that I hate on it, because there's certain
I love
parts
Sword
of
Art
it that is
Online.
really good. Did you see the new season, Ali Nation?
Yes, I've been keeping up with that one. I actually think this
Pretty
is
good.
probably the best version of it so far, even if it gets really, really terrible right in the middle. Two dudes try to rape two ladies.
Spoilers.
Yes, spoilers, but be prepared. It's gonna happen. They don't actually get raped, but it gets really close. And it's disgusting to watch.
Yeah. I had an issue with Sword Art at the beginning, because I was telling him that as somebody that plays RPGs a whole lot.
Oh, trust me, I saw the problems. Immediately when they said that there was only so much XP for certain players to level up, and then that was it. It's like, no! That's not what you want from an MMO!
That's not how MMOs work.
No.
Why would you punish guilds and teams from teaming up? Because that just makes solo players be the only way to play the game.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there are certain enemies that you can't beat by yourself, but I mean, the experience.
Yeah, but
without
no-
having to share the experience, you're getting super powerful.
But
so.
why would you team up with a team when remember that the last hit is the one that gets the reward? I'm kind of like, who fuck does that?
I mean, it allows the support characters to continue being support, and the frontline character to be the frontline character.
Yeah, but why will anybody be the support if you can't get the rewards?
Because of the class they chose when they began, because they didn't think this was going to be a fucking death game.
Either way, the game was really bland. I don't like that you have to go through many different menus to get items. I think that's the one thing that really pissed me off.
I still think the XP thing is the one that pisses me off the most. I can everything else I understand, like rare drops. That's a thing.
Yeah, I get that.
But-
I get that. Yeah.
Like, oh, you were talking about the menu thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the menu thing. Yeah. You go to the different menus, like,
To get to one item.
yeah, I need to
No.
heal myself, so I need to go to the item section and then click the
Like,
thing, and then do
every
the thing.
MMO has a
It
hotbar.
reminds me
Like,
of
come on.
how bad it is at Skyrim, except that Skyrim is not an online game.
I mean, Skyrim, literally anytime you want to open up your menu, the entire world pauses for you to do so.
Yeah. So
You
it
could
doesn't-
literally go from 1 HP to full HP in a
Yeah,
second.
eat all those apples and
Drink
bread
all
and,
the potions.
yeah, eat all the alcohol, get drunk at the same time you're playing. That happened to me one time. I thought I was drinking a potion, and I drank like 50 bottles of ale.
You were drunk as hell.
Yeah, I did not recover from that one. I was just like, I'm just swinging my sword, and hopefully it's gonna hit something.
I will say, one anime that I think did it probably the best was Log Horizon. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Log Horizon, I think, at least in terms of the MMO portion of it, did it the best.
Yeah.
Because literally all you had to do was call, and immediately either the item, action, or whatever worked.
Yeah.
So as long as you knew what you had and what you could do, you could be a boss on the battlefield, as we saw with the main character. But the thing that kind of broke me on that one was when they started making the Steam engine, when they started like actually making things. Like, I understand why they did it, and I understand why everything works the way it does in that, but it kind of threw me off because this was just supposed to be a game,
Yeah.
but now it's their
Well,
reality.
that's one is an isekai type of. Isekai is otherworld. So I guess it kind of makes sense, but kind of doesn't make sense.
Anyway, it was just a fun series, and it's definitely a fun juxtaposition to Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the main character is a spellcaster instead of a swordsman, and it's a much better representation of MMOs.
The other thing that I had an issue with that reaction time in Sword Art Online mattered a whole lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, it does.
But everyone seemed to be attacking at the same
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, okay, well, there's no way that only the one main character. In reality,
I mean, if that's all he ever did, I can understand it. But we clearly see him doing other things, even before he was in Sword Art. He was doing a lot of research and stuff like that. Like, this is not the kind of guy who would have the best reaction time out of the what was it, 10,000 players that got the
also
game?
that's a horrible launch window. Like if you look at a window of a game like
Now, to be fair, that this was like VR MMO stuff, if I remember correctly, in the series had only recently started becoming popular and didn't really. And also, to be fair, like he only sent out 10,000 copies. This was like a Willy Wonka's golden ticket kind of thing.
I guess you're right.
And
I don't know.
to be fair, all 10,000 people showed up.
Yeah, and they were ordering pizzas too.
Yeah. Even though they were about to get into a game that would probably kill them. Anyway.
We completely diverged to everything.
Another one that I think did a really good job was Overlord.
Overlord did a good job too. Yeah,
I am a
kinda.
little bit. I mean, clearly the game that they designed was supposed to be so open-ended, so that way they could just make up whatever they wanted, and it would just work.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the way
Set
they
up
did it, the way they set up the main character, the way they set up like his guild being like the most powerful one, that makes a lot more sense. Particularly since he's the only. I think they said he was a level 100 or level 99.
yeah,
character.
he was like the one character that reached the max.
Yeah, and so like that makes a lot more sense, especially with how over fucking powered he is. Oh my god,
That's one of, but I think that that's the point of the anime. So, for example, in One Punch Man, the point of the anime is that he's the strongest one.
Yes.
That's the point of it. That's the catch.
Mob Psycho 100,
Yeah.
same thing,
Yeah.
just with psychic powers instead of physical ones.
But made by the same guy too, by the way.
Not surprising.
But in something like Sword Art Online, that wasn't the main point, but he made it about being the main point.
Yeah, Kirito is kind of overpowered as shit, and the fact that he can just import his character to any game that is now made with that world seed is kind of broken as hell.
Bullshit, by the way.
Yes, it is. He should literally just be dropped. Maybe he has all his gear, and maybe it works, but he has to get up to the level that it works.
Yeah.
Like that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah. In the second season, that's what really broke the immersion for me.
all-time.
Yeah. That was such a bad season. By the way, the second season, which to me was a filler section, even though it wasn't.
It wasn't
Because of the books and everything.
Here's the thing: I actually enjoyed the second season, not because obviously because the whole stat thing is bullshit, but even still. I mean, to be fair, he did give up that character for a new one, so that way he didn't have his overpowered stats.
Yeah, that was because the fans bitched about it.
Oh yeah, but even still. But like the whole final confrontation with Oberon and that douchebag.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That was a good one. I like that.
Oh yeah.
But it was so poorly written on the
Oh,
anime. It felt like a filler arc, but it wasn't. That's what
It
killed
felt
me.
like it, but it wasn't.
That was
And
killed me.
That's just bad.
That reflects on bad writing.
But the Alastasian one, that one is
that's good writing.
That is
So
very good.
What
writing.
happened? If you didn't know what happened, is he wrote the books. People shit on him because of the books, because of the anime. So he was like, "All right, fine. I'm gonna rewrite the entire series." So he rewrote Sword Art again. That's
Really?
why there's a new anime,
But this one takes place after all the other stuff.
because he rewrote everything.
Oh.
That's why he feels better and he flows better, because he rewrote everything, and he became more involved with the actual anime too.
But seriously, this whole new season.
Yeah, so definitely check
It
it
really
out. It's such a
should
good
just
one.
be warned. Very much like Goblin Slayer, it will blindside you with some nasty stuff that you weren't expecting. Speaking of Goblin Slayer, that first episode really messed me up because there was no warning and I wasn't expecting there to be anything bad. But then there's mutilation, rape, straight up death on multiple levels, and it was very disturbing. I felt ill, and I don't feel ill when it comes to anime very often.
Yeah, I think the first one that I ever messed me up like that was Elfen Light.
I still haven't seen that, and I really don't want to.
It's like
Particularly
the
with how
early
you,
2000s. And,
particularly with how you describe it. Like, no.
yeah, it has a lot of this parts where there are children being mutilated,
Mm-hmm.
and it's out of nowhere. You know, like you're
Wait,
watching.
is this the one where the girl with like the weird
little horns things,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
You've seen scenes out of it, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, thanks to Screw Attack's Death Battle. Thanks, guys. But yeah,
Yeah, that one.
I don't know if
one
you've seen that,
messed
but
me up.
they literally went into the reason why she had split personality disorder and what those personalities did, and the fact that she absolutely just shredded children because they beat a puppy to death.
Yeah.
Like, clearly those children deserved it, but they didn't deserve it like that.
Oh god, yeah. Anyway, I think we're stretching this and getting on a tangent.
We really are. But
But
even still,
yeah,
this has
thank
been
you
fun.
so much for joining us today. Hopefully we can do this as often as we can.
Now that I'm
We're
not in
going-
school for now, which when June starts back up, I'll probably be having more classes, so even less likely. But even still, for now, at the very least, I'm free on Wednesdays, so that we might have somewhat of a regular schedule. Maybe.
For now.
Maybe.
We'll see. It happens. Plus, we have to go. We go to the movies a lot together, and other stuff happens. So
Oh, by the way, I
yeah,
didn't spill my
rescheduled.
popcorn this time.
Good, great. He spilled his popcorn during Endgame, and I was so
And
sad for him.
And the very beginning
it
too.
was-
Like it
it's
wasn't
just
in the
like-
middle or
yeah.
at the end. It was at the very.
It's not like he
beginning.
could leave and get no new popcorn at this time.
Yeah.
I was like, no, what are you doing?
And it was awful because it was all over my lap, all in the seats. I feel really shitty. Not for myself because I didn't care. Like I already paid for the popcorn, but for the people who had to clean it up, I just
Yeah.
felt real bad.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching this.
Thanks, guys. Bye.